Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Four new stories for you. Before that, an announcement after around 60 minutes. I'll be back with this week's first live chat. Uh, Waiting to be with you to respond to your questions and comments. We'll cover topics from Ethiopia and Eritrea in today's live chat. Oh, Nishri, firstly, there's a graphic video is in circulation showing public extrajudicial killing of a youth in the Oromia region of Ethiopia. Secondly, Ethiopian military 2 hours ago issued a statement making some claims about killing over 100 Fano fighters. Thirdly, uh, National Election Board of Ethiopia is working to amend the laws which govern the working of this institution. This is happening because of the general election, which is due to be held in Ethiopia almost within a year. So, at a crucial time when National Election Board of Ethiopia is making preparation for the next election, opposition is being kept out of the process or it is being put in a position where it cannot involve in preparations for making the next election transparent. Fourthly, viewers, Lagasse Tolo, Ethiopian communication minister, responded to criticism against the government. The good project manager 2 days ago shared some numbers. Like I said, disagreed with the numbers shared by the GERD project director. Let's start with this new story first. Here's GERD. 2 days ago, the authority which is in charge of GERD, Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, share details of how much money is needed to complete the construction of the dam. Dam is near its completion, over 97%. The dam has been completed. Around 2.5% is to be constructed. Remaining construction is around 2.5%. Around 2.5%. The project director of the GERD 2 days ago claimed that 80 billion birr more is required to complete the construction. That led to a wave of criticism against the government because why that so much money is needed for just a completion of 2.6% of the remaining construction. Lagasse Tolo, Ethiopian communication minister, today held a press briefing and he rejected the numbers, the statistics shared by the GERD project manager, saying that this data has not been released by the government about need of 80 billion. But he failed to tell how much money is needed. The project director has first-hand information about the project because the director is in charge of the project. So who should we trust? Lagasse Tolo or GERD project director? Lagasse should have shared details. If 80 billion is not required, how much is required? Did not share details. He just said that the data released by the GERD project department is not government data. Secondly, viewers, a graphic video is in circulation which is from the Oromia region of Ethiopia. It is being shared in social media, all over social media. This video can be seen. What is this video about? What does it show? Does it show a new pattern of how security forces operate in Oromia, or nothing new to it? Well, the video, I have a portion of this video for you. I cannot show the entire video, it's very graphic because the video shows Oromia regional security forces killing a youth in broad daylight. The most disturbing part of this video is that the security forces killed the boy in front of his family. In front of his father and mother, he was shot dead. In the video, security force officials can be seen pushing the boy onto the ground and then just firing a bullet into the head of the victim. Again, the tragic part is that family was there. Not just family, it seemed that people of the locality were there too. And they were specifically called to be there. They were told to be there to see the death of their boy. Joar also shared this video. Joar also spoke on it. He did not share the video. Now, firstly, should be condemned. It's very tragic. But what is new to it? I mean, more than 3 years ago, I shared videos from the Oromia region showing security forces killing people in broad daylight extrajudicially. Nothing happened. Joar came out of prison 2 years ago. This is not the first extrajudicial killing in Oromia in 2 years. Several have happened in the last 2 years. Not the first such killing in 2 years. Where was Jawar in 2024? In 2023? Did not say a word. Why is now suddenly he's sharing videos, pictures all day, showing the atrocities of security forces? Didn't he see any atrocities in 2024 and 2023? Back then we did videos, we showed some videos as well, we condemned it, but he remained silent. Why now? I think if you analyze it neutrally, you would agree that definitely Jawar now wants to make a move. He wants to build a momentum against the government. He has his own objectives, his political objectives he wants to achieve, and that is why suddenly he's active. All day he shares anti-government, anti-security forces content on his social media pages. He should have spoken 2 years ago too, but he kept quiet. Why? He saw his people suffer. Having said that, what happened is tragic, but not new. Extrajudicial killings by Ethiopian security forces are part of Ethiopian security structures tactics. This is how the security forces operate in Oromia, in Amhara, in Tigray, in Afar, in Benishangul Gumuz, everywhere. In Somali region as well, people are killed extrajudicially. Security forces are used brutally by governments in power. So it's not new. Why do security forces use force publicly and kill people extrajudicially? Because they want to frighten people. They want to terrorize people so that no one would rebel. Their strategy did not work, by the way. The growth of the armed groups in Ethiopia is indicative of the failure of this strategy. Dictators, governments, countries with no democracy, and countries with lawlessness, with militias operating, there such brutal tactics are used to silence people. Ethiopia claims to be a democracy, a flourishing democracy, but this is what is happening under the nose of Oromia regional president, an Ethiopian PM who's from the Oromia region of Ethiopia. It should be condemned, but it won't stop. Why? Because it is how uh, it won't stop because this is how security forces operate. They have been given the authority, the powers to commit extrajudicial murders in broad daylight. I can mention several incidents of the past too. Oromo Karev elders were killed. In Benishangal Gumuz region, people were killed too. They were set on fire in Tigray during Tigray war too. In Amhara, people being killed extrajudicially. So it's not new, but it should be condemned. It should stop. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian military 2 hours ago issued a statement claiming that over 100 Fano fighters have been killed. Military don't share details of the time frame. When were they killed? In which period were they killed? In a week, in a month, in a year, no one knows. But military has shared the names of the places where this operation was conducted and in which over 100 Fano fighters were allegedly killed. The operation was mainly conducted in Gujam and Ago Avi zone. Oyugogosa, Hudut in Ago Avi zone are main areas. Government claim that has been cleared of extremists in Fano fighters. East Gujam, Debre Ilyas, Emmanuel, other places in Gujam, there also this operation was conducted by Eastern Command and Western Command soldiers, and over 100 Fano fighters killed. The military showed weapons captured from Fano fighters, pistols, guns were shown. It's a claim. We don't know if it is correct or not, because military can say anything. Military never acknowledges the losses being suffered by the military. It exaggerates the losses suffered by Fano fighters. Fano fighters wouldn't acknowledge the losses suffered by them. They would say military is lying. So no one knows what is happening on the ground. What can be said very safely is that the region, the residents of the region are suffering. Region has been destabilized. Yes, people are dying for different reasons. Fighters dying too, because when you say that fighting is ongoing, both parties confirming fighting, people die in fighting. Fano fighters, military, both suffering losses, but they won't acknowledge their losses. They can make claims, and we will give coverage to both the parties. Lastly, viewers, while National Election Board of Ethiopia is making preparations to make the next election transparent, the opposition parties are nowhere to be seen. National Election Board of Ethiopia's chief executive, Milatevo Haile, held a press briefing today. She said that election is less than a year away. It means that election is going to be held at the end of this year or at the start of next year. I said, by the way, 2025 is election year. You'll see political changes in Ethiopia, maybe political upheaval as well. All the preparation for the next election will be held this year. This year is crucial for democracy, for politics in Ethiopia. NEBE, National Board of Ethiopia, says that it wants to amend the proclamation, the law which governs the institution. It wants to have broad discussions with political parties so that it reaches a consensus with all the stakeholders to make the next election transparent. It's good to see if NABE is making preparations to amend the law governing the election, the working of the organization of institution. It's good to see. It should happen. But here, the NABE is going to be tested. Will it really involve all the opposition parties, ruling party, and reach a consensus about the amendments or not? We'll see. NABE at least made it public that it is going to amend the laws governing election, the total process in Ethiopia. But who will it talk to? Will there be broad discussions? I think NABE should call a meeting of all the parties, opposition parties, regional parties, and then amendments should be agreed through consensus. Let's see what happens. After an hour, I'll be back with today's with tonight's live chat, viewers, first live chat of this week. Thank you for watching.